Barrio Central Elementary School would like to present the School Monitoring and Evaluation Adjustment, or SMEA, for school year 2019-2020 to school year 2020-2021. BCES SMEA provides the necessary information and insights for the school head to perform school-based management effectively and efficiently, and for the teachers to manage teaching and learning process, especially on this new normal education based on basic education learning continuity plan. It also provides the following information and insights on learners' progress and achievement of desired learning competencies and potentials of learners to meet the requirements of the next learning level status and effectiveness of curriculum implementation, school programs and projects, and the overall progress of SIP AIP. For status of human resources in school, BCES teaching personnel, we have 5 teacher 1, 5 teacher 2, 8 teacher 3, and 1 master teacher 1, a total of 19, all in status of regular permanent. For BCES non-teaching personnel, 1 school head, 2 utility workers, 1 watchman, and 1 utility class school clerk, a total of 5. Job order status from LGU. Same number of teaching and non-teaching personnel from school year 2019-2020 to school year 2020-2021. For the result or findings on classroom management, the average monthly attendance with the enrollment of 629 school year 2019-2020 is 602.10. Based on the graph shown, November got the lowest average monthly attendance with 598.21, meaning November is the month with the most number of absences due to holidays, but still it's manageable. While school year 2020-2021, for the first 6 months, our monthly attendance is perfect since our basis on the retrieval of learning packets. On the average monthly result or findings on tardiness and cutting classes, last school year 2019-2020 is 1.68. The highest month on absenteeism is June, since this is the adjustment period of the learners. And for this year, we have zero result or findings on tardiness and cutting classes, since we have no face-to-face learning. On curriculum implementation, first in edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. Shown on the bar graph was the mean percentage score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020 in light green color to school year 2020-2021 in yellow color. Grade 3 got the lowest MPS with 83.68, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 87.9. While on the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, still grade 3 got the lowest MPS with 84.87, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 88.29. English mean percentage score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020. Grade 5 got the lowest MPS with 76.08, while on the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, grade 4 got the lowest MPS with 79.23, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 83.29. Mathematics mean percentage score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020. Grade 3 and grade 5 got the lowest MPS with 78.69, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 81.02. While on the first 6 months for school year 2020-21, grade 2 got the lowest MPS with 81.98, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 82.98. Filipino Mean Percentage Score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020. Grade 3 got the lowest MPS with 80.41, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 87.62. While in the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, grade 3 got the lowest MPS with 82.81, while grade 6 got the highest MPS. Araling Panlipunan Mean Percentage Score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020. Grade 6 got the lowest MPS with 76.63, while in the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, grade 1 got the lowest MPS with 82.13, while grade 4 got the highest MPS with 84.32. MTB MLE Mean Percentage Score for last school year 2019-2020. Grade 3 got the lowest MPS with 80.62, while grade 1 got the highest MPS with 86.19. While in the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, grade 3 got the lowest MPS with 83.19, while grade 1 got the highest MPS with 86.59. MAPE Mean Percentage Score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020. Grade 4 got the lowest MPS with 80.98, while grade 1 got the highest MPS with 84.48. While on the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, grade 4 got the lowest MPS with 82.76, while grade 5 got the highest MPS with 85.39. Science Mean Percentage Score from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020. Grade 5 got the lowest MPS with 76.54, while grade 6 got the highest MPS with 79.8. While in the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, still grade 5 got the lowest MPS with 80.19, while grade 4 got the highest MPS with 83.75. EPP-TLE Mean Percentage Score from last school year 2019-2020. Grade 6 got the lowest MPS with 81.94, while grade 4 got the highest MPS with 84.39. While in the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, still grade 6 got the lowest MPS with 82.74, while grade 4 got the highest MPS with 85.34. Next is the graph showing the average mean percentage score per subject from grades 1 to 6 last school year 2019-2020 in light green color to school year 2020-2021 in yellow color. English got the lowest MPS with 77.54, while ESP got the highest MPS with 85.41 last school year 2019-2020. While in the first 6 months for school year 2020-2021, Science got the lowest MPS with 82.25, while ESP still got the highest with 86.6 MPS. Same as in Program for International Student Assessment or PISA results. So, with this, we will conduct more intervention, especially in reading skills because based on the research, reading skill had a larger effect on achievement measures on different disciplines. And the last part on learners' achievement is the number of learners with failing grade. We have one learner from grade 3 with 0.16%, while for school year 2020-2021, we target 0 number of learners with failing grade. Now, For Part 3, SIP AIP Implementation. 8.1 Status of Physical Accomplishment AIP on Access. The target enrollment last school year 2019-2020 was 636, but unfortunately our accomplished enrollment was only 629. So meaning we lost 7 pupils or 1.1% of the enrollment. While this school year 2020-2021, our target enrollment is 629 and luckily we accomplished 694. So we gained 65 learners with 10.33%. Most of our transferred in learners came from private schools, meaning we gained not only the number of learners but also the trust of the parents. Next is quality. The target MPS on numeracy last school year 2019-2020 was 55.72 and we accomplished 82.95. So we gained 27.23 MPS. While for school year 2020-2021, our target MPS is 56.04, 2% increase from the baseline, and still work in progress to attain our target. On literacy, 72 learners were the target number of readers last school year 2019-2020, and the accomplished number of readers was also 72, so no gain nor loss. While on school year 2020-2021, we target 73 number of readers, 2% increase from the baseline, and still work in progress to attain our target. For governance, last school year 2019-2020, the target number of slack or inset was 8, and we accomplished 34 slacks, so we gained 26 slacks. Most of our accomplished slacks came from digital ELLN and learning delivery modalities course 2. For school year 2020-2021, the target number of slack or inset is 9, and on the first 6 months, we have already 14 accomplished OLAC, so we gained 8 OLACs. Last school year 2019-2020, the target number of winnings was 8, and we accomplished 13 winnings, so we gained 5 winnings. For school year 2020-2021, the target number of winnings is 9, and on the first 6 months this school year, we have 2 accomplished winnings and still working on it. Last school year 2019-2020, the target number of SGCGPT meeting was 5, and we accomplished 7, so we gained 2 SGCGPT meetings. For school year 2020-2021, the target number of SGCGPT meeting is 6, and on the first 6 months this school year, we accomplished 7 SGCGPT meetings, so meaning we already exceeded our target, but we still work in progress. Last school year 2019-2020, the target percentage of stakeholders' participation was 50%, and we accomplished 65%, so we gained 15%. For school year 2020-2021, the target percentage of stakeholders' participation is 51%, 2% increase from the baseline data. Even though we don't have face-to-face learning, we base our stakeholders' participation on distribution and retrieval of learning packets, virtual meetings, and other school online activities. As of now, we accomplished 75% and still work in progress. For balance and gaps on AIP implementation, last school year 2019-2020, the planned output was 8, but unfortunately we had 2 unaccomplished output. And the reason for the balance was due to unavailability of funds. So for that, we include again 2 unaccomplished this year. For school year 2020-2021, the planned output is 11. And on the first 6 months this school year, we have 9 accomplished output. We are still work in progress for 2 planned output. For value added last school year 2019-2020, our first output was the improvement of gulayan sa paaralan, and the value added contribution is we raised learners' consciousness on health and nutrition. Collaborative effort of internal and external stakeholders were one of the reasons for achieving it. Our second output was the rehabilitation of stage. Our value-added contributions is we created a child-friendly, safe, and motivating environment. The reason for achieving it was harmonious relationship between internal and external stakeholders. For value added for school year 2020-2021, our first output was the rehabilitation of waiting area, and the value added contribution is we provided a place for our client to sit until the appointment for which she is waiting begins. Collaborative effort of internal and external stakeholders was the reason for achieving it. Our second output was the school beautification, like replacement of iron bars, school signage to stainless. Another one was the construction of plant tracks and boxes, rehabilitation of AVR, rehabilitation of principal's office. For that, we created a child-friendly, safe, and motivating environment. Our value-added contribution for that output and the reasons for achieving it is the culture of responsibility and accountability among internal and external stakeholders. Our third output was the Batang Centralian Educado Sigurado Outreach Program, or BCES Outreach Program. And the value-added contribution is we created an Idupuruk for the continuous delivery of basic education to our children in a far-flung area amidst pandemic. The reason for achieving it is the atmosphere of strong camaraderie and harmony among internal and external stakeholders. For Part 4, Education Resources, MOOE Allocation and Utilization. Calendar year 2020, BCES MOOE allocation was 592,000. The highest amount was spent in procurement of COVID-19 response items and supplies for distance learning education, amounting 380,232.22, or 64% of MOOE allocation. And we can proudly say that our school got 100% MOOE liquidation certificate. For calendar year 2020-2021, BCES MOE allocation is 566. For the first 3 months, the highest utilization was spent in procurement, still in COVID-19 response items, and supplies for distance learning education, amounting 171,090. As of this month, we already liquidated 35% of our school MOE. In our physical and ancillary facilities, even though we have only 2,527 square meters, the smallest school land area at SDU Balanga City, we can proudly say that our school maximizes its area and still a gender-sensitive, safe, healthy, and motivating environment. Last school year 2019-2020, on our learning resources, as we can see on our graph, that grade 6 learners had no textbooks, while on the other grades, textbooks are not sufficient. But kindergarten got the most number of textbooks, more than the number of pupils. To augment the gap on textbooks, teachers strategize through sharing technique so that all learners can use the textbook. On Teacher's Guide and Curriculum Guide last school year 2019-2020, as shown on the graph, that almost all subjects were complete. For incomplete TG and CG, teachers strategized to have it by downloading from LRMDS portal. On Health and Nutrition school year 2019-2020, we had 50 learners under-wasted and severely wasted. Only 66% or 33 pupils improved their nutritional status at the end of feeding program. Maybe because the sustainability of giving them nutritious food in their homes were not present. But still, the teachers keep on reminding the parents the importance of health on their children. For school year 2020-2021, we have 149 recipients in school-based feeding program. On medical supplies, school year 2019-2020, all grades and sections had their own medicine kit in their classrooms, with same number of medicines but some of them already consumed. For school year 2020-2021, all teachers were given COVID-19 response items like alcohol, face mask, face shield, vitamin C, washing materials, toilet bowl cleaner, subjun hypochlorite, and other items that will help them to be protected because health and safety of our personnel is our top priority in this time of pandemic. On our community partnership, school year 2019-2020, our BCES parents got 45%, the highest portion in our graph on stakeholders' participation. This is based on our Brigada Eskwela attendance, teacher-parent conference, and other school activities. On school year 2020-2021, still the highest percentage of community partnership came from our beloved parents. Even though we don't have a face-to-face learning, still we can gauge the parents' involvement during retrieval and distribution of learning packets, even though some of the children were adopted by other parents, and on virtual activities like parents-teacher conference, meetings, and other partnerships. On professional development IPPD accomplishment, total number of IPPD outputs targets school year 2019-2020 was 19, and the number of IPPD outputs accomplished was also 19. So we got 100%. And for school year 2020-2021, still our total number of IPPD outputs is 19, and still work in progress for 100% accomplishment. For the number of community-based programs attended not included in IPPD school year 2019-2020 is 3. And for school year 2020-2021, the number of community-based programs attended not included in IPPD is 4. These are the programs for our barangay, city, and even internationally like Planting Tree of Peace, Digital Signature Campaign, and other webinars conducted local and international. For conclusion, to be able to make all school programs and projects successful for the benefit of our learners, we should engage all teachers, pupils, parents, and other stakeholders to fulfill their corresponding roles and do their share in the upkeep of the school environment conducive to learning. Second, transparency is vital in school because if people know what is happening and why, they feel more involved. And third, greater transparency, especially in financial aspect, can bolster and gain the trust of the stakeholders. For recommendations, always create a culture of sense of connection, ownership, responsibility, and accountability to internal and external stakeholders. Second, ensure collaboration of stakeholders for the success of programs and projects in our school. Third, we should always create an atmosphere of strong camaraderie, harmony among internal and external stakeholders through team building. And fourth, always give recognition or appreciation to internal and external stakeholders for their invaluable contributions to the school. Before I end my presentation, I want to share an old African proverb that reminds us that a child upbringing is a collective effort, and I quote, "It takes a village to raise a child." Thank you for watching. God bless us all.